Why me?
Oh, man.
Whoa!
That's a relief.
Huh?
I'm surrounded by idiots. Ugh.
I wonder...
I was thinking... Nope.
You're here. Good. I'm short on time, so I'll make this quick. That stunt you pulled yesterday, Hannah? I can't say I disapprove. But I won't say I approve either. I thought you should know that Professor Gordon has been taken away for questioning. The Knights suspect that he put you up to this.
What? No! No, I made the song choice all on my own. He had nothing to do...
I know that. And I doubt they will find anything to pin on him. But I want you to realize that your choices have a ripple effect throughout the whole school. The remaining professors are being watched closely. The headmaster himself is being flanked by Knights every second of the day. Calling you in here like this is already pushing my luck. I can't help you beyond this. If you insist on continuing down this path, then you're on your own, understand? I'm glad you understand.
You can't possibly let students run some kind of half-baked resistance? What about the demon hunters?
The hunters aren't coming to save us, Elias.
What?
This is a valuable lesson for you. Not as a hunter, but as my apprentice. You do well never to put your entire faith in an organization. Rot has been festering deep within the hunters for a long time. Now, they have finally crumbled. Something new might grow from the rubble, but by that time, it will be too late for us. We must make do with what we have. And as such, I won't turn away potential allies, even if they are inexperienced.
That's...
Are you here, Master Dragon?
Perceptive, aren't we?
It is easier now that I know what to look for.
That's what you think. The woman can't hide her heart at all times.
It's good to hear you prefer a strategic approach to brute force. Master Dragon, I wanted to apologize to you.
Yeah?
You were right. It's not my place to prevent my students from fighting back. I won't stand in your way if that is what you choose to do. But I do have a condition.
What is it?
I can't be of any help to you. Too many eyes are on me now. But Ilias is still free of that. While his training may be incomplete, he can still be of great help to you. I ask that you let him join in your efforts.
You can't be serious, Professor. I'm not leaving your side to join these childish pranks.
If you stay with me, you'll be doing nothing at all.
Then I'll work on my own.
Ugh, you can't possibly hope to fix this mess by yourself. Think for a moment.
But they have no training.
If they are not prepared, Ilias, then they will need you to teach them. And who knows? You might learn something from them in return. We are almost out of time. My offer is this. I'll turn my gaze away from your methods and assist in any way I can from my current position. If you bring Ilias along to support you.
Paragons, give me strength.
Thank you for accepting my request. May the Paragons watch over you.
What the? One of my needles is missing. Hand it over, Dragon, before I demonstrate to you just how sharp they are.
Fine, here. I was just curious about the shiny. It has an odd scent to it, the magic that is. I wonder why. The Jake.
Come to think of it,
Happy to help.
well...
I see. I'll do it.
I won't forget this.
Ever thought about becoming a bard, girlie?
A bard? No, not really. I'm not a fan of the idea of living on the road. Why do you ask?
I'm just thinking that our mighty resistance will need to have some songs written about us. Can't let all my brave deeds be forgotten. Yeah, something like a dragon so mighty, one cheers and applause. A true savior of the Academy with a mere click of his claws.
I'm not sure about those lyrics.
We can workshop them.
Be sure to include anything you think might be related to the study of nature magic. The restricted section is the only safe place for it.
At once. Isn't this going a bit far, Madam Sullivan?
We are merely being cautious, Headmaster. All traces of chaotic magic must be thoroughly removed, so as not to corrupt the remaining students in our care. Have you done as I asked?
Yes. We have stopped distributing newspapers to the students and closed down the mailroom.
Good. For the foreseeable future, all communication in and out of the Academy must pass through the Knights and myself.
Very well. Speaking of communication, any news of our students in Taruna?
Of course. By all accounts, they have settled in very nicely. You have no need to worry.
What have we here?
Splendid. Let's go. It smells like rot in here. I trust you will seal the place up nicely, Headmaster.
Of course. How curious.
I suppose. About that.
I'm sorry I snapped at you back then.
It's all right. I think we're all in a state of shock.
Even so, taking it out on you was pretty lame of me.
You can make it up to me by not giving up.
Sheesh. Seems like our leader is rubbing off on you.
Not just me. Apparently.
I'm bored. Nina, don't you have one of your scary stories you can tell?
Scary stories?
Yeah, Nina always has the best ones.
All right. I heard this one from my father, who heard it from his father long ago. Once upon a time, there was a mage at this very academy who dabbled in forbidden magic. He was inspired by the old tale of the Witch Queen of the North and decided to copy her using blood magic. He would stitch together pieces of students that he killed and then use demon spirits to control them like puppets.
Ew.
That's...
The knights discovered his evil deeds and captured him. But when he was put on trial in the central capital, he just laughed. My children are safe. And once they are grown, there will be nothing you can do to stop them.
What happened then?
They cut off his head. But even after that, the severed head continued to laugh until they cut out his tongue as well. The knights searched the school for his experiments, but they never found these children he was laughing about. It was determined that he had simply gone mad. But some believe his foul creations are still hidden somewhere in the school, growing, waiting to hatch and enter this world.
That's it?
That's the end, yes.
Oh, thank Elethros.
What? Why did you never tell me that story, Nina? Oh, it was really good.
Actually, it's a bit embarrassing. My dad used to say that all mentions of this incident had been wiped clean by the Empire, and that I would get in trouble if I ever mentioned it to another soul. Clearly, he didn't want my mom to know he was telling me these scary stories. But it was only recently that I realized that.
Oh yeah, I get that feeling. My mom used to warn me not to fall asleep while reading, or a fairy might find it funny to pick me up and put me in the wrong bed. I think I was almost 12 before I realized it was all made up because she didn't want to carry me to bed. I still get nightmares sometimes about waking up in a stranger's house.
Your dad doesn't strike me as the type who would make up such things, though. Isn't he a journalist?
I mean, sure. You're right, he's never done something like that before, but it has to be. The story couldn't possibly be real, right?
You are all awful. I've had enough of this. I'm going to bed.
Oh, careful, the demon zombies don't take you.
I hate you all.
What? Okay.
Hi there. You're just in time. These cookies have just finished resting and are ready to spread joy. Let me fill a jar for you and a basket with other treats as well. We've got cream puffs, tarts, scones, pies, and... where did the cinnamon rolls go? Oh, you must excuse me. I've been baking all morning, and I fear my mind is a bit steamed. Go on, dig in, and remember to take some to share. Wonderful. I must say, it's nice to see a smiling face around here. Our protectors are so gloomy. The only thing I'm possessed by is a desire to spread a few smiles around this place, my dear. It isn't much, but watching dear Hannah's performance last night, well, it was just so inspiring, don't you think? It can be overwhelming, fighting back when you're just one person, but perhaps little acts like this can spark others. Who knows? I've packed a little extra for you. I think someone has been sneaking treats out of my kitchen lately. Why don't you make sure our little burglar doesn't need to risk the trip and instead stock them up with these? Okay, go on now, chew, and remember to spread the word.
Tell me.
You!
Seriously?
You're thinking about the nature students again, aren't you?
How did you...
You have that pathetic, sad, puppy look. Why do you even care? From what I heard, they didn't treat you very well.
Even so, they don't deserve whatever is happening to them in Taruna. No one should have their future stripped away like that.
You know, I'm ready. I see. Oh. I'm ready. Okay. Actually...
Hi, Kim. I was wondering if you'd help me out. I'm at my wit's end with a project of mine.
Me? Oh, sure, I'd love to, but if you can't figure it out, then I'm not really sure I stand much of a chance.
Don't worry, I'm not about to ask you for help with my homework. It's about this flower I'm trying to grow in my room. Look, it's all droopy and sad, and I just don't know what happened.
Really? Let me take a look. Ah, I see. This one prefers a lot of sunlight. Which direction does your room face?
North?
Then it's probably not the best home for it. You'd have better luck keeping it in the greenhouse.
Oh. Well, now I feel silly for overlooking such a simple thing.
Oh, you shouldn't. It's an easy mistake to make. All plants have different needs. Soil preference, light, watering techniques. It's a lot to keep track of.
But you made a diagnosis so quickly. Did you somehow memorize every plant and their likes and dislikes?
Oh, no, nothing of the sort. My memory is terrible. But I can communicate with the plants because I'm a nature mage. I just instinctively know what they need.
I see. I guess it really is foolish of me, wasting time on this when I don't have the talent.
That's not true. If it makes you happy, then it hardly matters if you kill a plant or two.
Right. I'll just go put this in the greenhouse.
Wait, Hannah, I didn't mean... Kim, you're an idiot.
So,
Actually,
Come on now, get that door open. We don't have all day. If you were in such a rush, you should have gone to the librarian instead.
Aren't you a prefect? Don't complain about being asked to do your job.
Ugh, being your personal assistant isn't actually part of the job.
What did you say?
Nothing. There. The door's open. Well, aren't you going inside?
No need.
What? But that's all supposed to be carefully archived.
It's in the restricted section, isn't it? That counts as archive to me. Now get that magic secured.
Fine.
Another inspection is planned for this afternoon. I suspect we'll need your assistance again.
I have other responsibilities to attend to, you know. Like my classes. Why don't you get the headmaster to make a copy of the key for you if you need to access it so frequently?
You're not gonna die from missing one lecture. It might do you some good to do some real work for once. We're done here. Let's go.
Dimwits.
Seriously?
Interesting. Toads. That reminds me. Actually...
If you say so.
Oh, you're back.
Yes.
Really?
I'm sorry. I'm not so sure about this. I'm glad. Well...
Oh, hi there.
That's great.
We did it!
That's right.
You know...
Ugh, for Paragon's sake.
Students these days.
Oh no.
This is how it is.
What?
My grade.
Let me explain.
Now,
What?
I wonder... I love it!
Remember when you and I first met?
Why are you suddenly bringing that up?
You were quite the late bloomer, weren't you? Most get sent here when they are still small, but, well, you were on your way to being an angsty teenager when you finally showed up.
We never had a mage in our family before. No one knew what to look out for.
And then you were sent here and put in a class with strangers who had ages to get to know each other. Years behind on the first day.
I'm not one to shy away from a challenge, though. I caught up.
You did, didn't you? And now you're straying off that path all on your own to chart a new direction.
What are you getting at?
I just wanted to point out that I'm not the only one who's changed, Hannah.
I suppose you might be right.
So, Prefect, huh? Did not see that coming.
Someone had to have the title. Not that it carries much heft anymore. The Knights have reduced us to nothing but errand boys in the space of a few days. I'm sure they're getting a kick out of wasting my time with their stupid demands.
What does your father say about all of this?
I wouldn't know. I haven't heard from him since they confiscated my orb.
Not even a letter?
I don't think anyone's had any mail since Sullivan took over. It could be due to problems with the trains, but...
It's more likely that communication is being deliberately blocked. Shit. What do we do now?
We play along, obviously. This might turn out well for us. If we're smart about it.
If you say so. Just... don't get too involved, Catherine. I don't trust that woman's intentions. I'd better get to class. Talk to you after practice.
Well...
do it. Hi. Actually... Actually... Really? Tell me about...
Excellent.
in places.
So this is it. We're breaking into the restricted section. I can't believe we're doing this again.
Let's hope the librarian doesn't remember us.
I feel there might be a story here I should know about.
That's not important. We've got our key. We're ready.
Let's head out then.
Ilias.
Easy.
Kim.
I'll try.
What's going on in there?
Listening to your students chatter, I'm surprised very few talk about going to Taruna after graduation. The capital is in dire need of menders.
The students have the right to choose where they want to live. It is the one right the Paragons of old granted us, and it will not be infringed.
Is that so? You know, I had a sister once. She fell and cut her leg when we were children. They called for a mender, but because there were so few, we were told to wait. We waited. And waited until the simple wound grew sour. I watched my sister turn gray. But it was during the war, and not even a mere alchemist could be spared to cure a non-magic child, and so she perished, undignified, in pain, from a mere cut.
I am sorry for your loss.
You speak of the rights of your students. But what of the rights of Taruna's children? The students won't live in Taruna because it's too cold, too rural, too unfashionable. Do such selfish and vain rights really trump the rights of my people to be healthy?
But you do not get a right by taking others away.
I wonder about that.
That's our destination.
We really made it, huh?
Incredibly impressive. I know. Oh, you're probably feeling silly for ever doubting my powers, aren't you?
Would you two please be quiet? Someone's guarding the door.
He might alert the other knights, though. Can we really risk that?
We can't exactly risk waiting around here for long either. There might be other knights patrolling nearby.
But...
For the love of Izzet. There. Coast's clear.
A little warning would have been nice.
You use magic on others so casually.
We don't have the luxury of being picky about our methods. You're the ones who wanted to fight back, right? This is how it's done.
That's... You.
Fine. I suppose you have a point.
We're too exposed here.
Right. We worked hard to get that key, so let's use it.
Go on, Scarfy. Open the door. Infiltration complete! Now, let's go talk with the librarian.
Item does not fit within archive. Scanning. Items does not... Item does not fit within archive. Scanning. Item not... Item unable to be scanned. Why, this makes no sense. Nothing makes sense. These items do not fit. A century of precise organization, labeling, and storage. Ruined. What am I supposed to do? You... Sorry. Sorry does not make up for upsetting my system and disappearing before I could issue the statutory fine. Pending. Item does not fit within archive.
What's wrong with them?
The restricted section was only built to handle the texts and books that couldn't be kept in the main library. I guess the librarian was never programmed to handle miscellaneous items, and certainly not in such huge quantities.
In other words, they're having a breakdown.
Oh, hey, look! That's my picture.
This item is yours?
Yes, it belongs to me. May I please have it back?
Affirmative. Such a polite request. Ah, I would cry if I could. Please, take it. Get it out of my library.
Well, that was a lot easier than I anticipated.
The Knights clearly haven't filled out the proper paperwork to archive these things. Otherwise, the librarian would never have given it back to you.
Could we use this quirk of the librarian system to our advantage somehow?
Chaos! Chaos is what happened. For decades, I've managed this library with poise and dignity, just as the Lady Izeth constructed me. But then you showed up.
Yeah, so, about that.
Running in a library. Highly irregular behavior.
You're mad because we ran up the stairs?
It's a simple rule. No running through the archive lest you disturb the collection. It ruined my day, let me tell you. But no sooner had you left, running, when another far worse disturber of my peace appeared. First, that alchemist attacked me and stole from my library. Then these piles and piles of items started appearing in here, completely bypassing all protocol. This noble creature was hiding in a bag one of those brutes threw in here. His company is the only soothing aspect of this whole debacle. Our entire collection from Tinker Mage Live Evergreen, a most talented inventor indeed, played a grand role in the war against the North. All of her research was deemed crucial for storage. A genius amongst geniuses. To think that her thoughts are now in the hands of such a brute.
I can't believe this! I would also like to know that.
If I were to store all the knowledge of every item in here, even my advanced system would overload. I can tell you, it was sorted here at the end of the war with the North, and that it was considered highly dangerous research.
I see.
I suppose you may wish to know that when the alchemist ran away, she dropped this.
That's my father's name.
You have familial ties with the author of these items, then you may have them. They are not registered with the archive, and as such, I cannot archive them. They must have been hidden within the rest of the research. Oh, Missy.
This is, going exactly as planned. Yeah. I will look at these later. Thank you, Librarian, for holding on to them.
I had no choice, but I do appreciate your gratitude. One item fewer for the pile. That just leaves too much. Oh, how I wish I could make the rest of it go away as easily. That woman, that vile brute, barging in here and stealing a whole collection of research material. When I stated that she didn't have the clearance for that particular knowledge, she threw a potion at me. A potion! Only primitives resort to violence.
Wait, are you complaining about others using violence?
It took me days to remove the potion residue from my gears. Why an alchemist would be so intent on acquiring tinker magic is beyond me.
Wait, that sounds like Sullivan, doesn't it?
You said she was here right after we left? So, before Hyben was...
Gah! What the heck is going on here?
Nothing worth archiving, that is for sure. The woman was ranting about some kind of great vision for the future. If I was not a highly logical being, I'd say she was acting as one possessed.
Yeah, she can't be, though. Torquist and I would have done swift work on her if she was working with a demon.
I'm simply recounting my experience as objectively as possible. The woman seemed quite disturbed, much like my library. What is it? Return the uncategorizable items. Restore order to the system? Oh, will you please stop that? I am trying to listen to these polite intruders. That would be incredibly beneficial to myself and the library. Please help me. But how would you do that?
These items don't belong in here. The Knights just threw everything through the door without filling out the proper forms. That's why you can't archive them properly. As such, the only proper course of action would be to return the items to their rightful owners. Just like you did with Kim here.
Their rightful owners, you say? Yes. Yes, that makes sense. How dare those knights neglect to fill out the proper paper trail? Since the items have not been categorized, however, I have no way of knowing to whom they belong. I cannot possibly release them to the wrong owners. They might be here wrongfully. These items are my responsibility now.
You might be overselling our abilities a little.
No, not at all. The items will be returned to their proper owners if you leave it to us.
Truly? That would be immensely helpful. Just let me write this down. Please, tell me who these items belong to.
He does seem like the only one who could play music with something so strange.
And its tune shall accompany my own aria of joy as it is removed from my collection.
I knew he liked ties, but I wasn't aware my cousin had quite such an interesting collection.
Ah, the magical neck accessory has been tied to an owner.
I agree. I've seen her use it while working on articles for the school newspaper.
The true owner of the item has been recorded. Thank you!
Unless any other faculty members have started taking an interest in baking. Yeah, I think you might be right.
Ah, ding ding! This item is ready to be served right back to its owner.
Great job. Though I suppose you've had quite a lot of practice by now.
A useless skill. Giving back shinies? What a waste.
Ah, marvelous! Absolutely marvelous, young mage. I now have a proper list. My paperwork is finally in order. I shall now return these items to their owners.
Wait, you're going to return the items yourself? But I thought you couldn't leave this place.
Whoever told you that? What an odd assumption. Of course I can leave. I simply choose not to.
Well, I'm glad they chose not to when we escaped this place the last time.
I shall return the items. I will clean up this mess, and any who stand in my way shall feel my wrath.
I'd much rather they worked with us than against us. That's for sure.
Wait. Is that a communication orb?
Oh, it looks like Catherine's. I've seen her using it to talk with her family in Mordressa.
To think they were created for the sensitive communications of high-ranking military personnel. This might prove incredibly valuable.
What do you mean?
Sullivan cut off all means of communication, remember? We could use this to get valuable intel from beyond the walls.
Of course, the use of these things is easily tracked, putting us at risk.
Unless you had a couple of genius tinker mages on your team who could jam the receiver.
I suppose this trip has had some benefits.
You know, Ilias, when we were kids, you were also very stubborn about admitting to being wrong. I'm glad to see that, despite everything, you haven't changed that much.
We still have to make it out of here without getting spotted. No doubt the knights are crawling the halls now that Librarian is out there.
That's what I'm here for. I'll get you back to my lair in a jiffy, but you humans still have to walk up those stairs.
I'd repressed that memory.
Isith preserve us.
I shall return all misplaced items. As librarian, I will uphold the order of my collection.
If our goal is to create chaos, we certainly succeeded.
We will stop you, demon scum!
May that serve as a polite reminder not to disrupt proper archiving procedures.
Retreat! Retreat!
Aw, can't we watch for a little longer?
Ooh, this show is rather entertaining. I agree.
Seriously.
Wait.
Appreciate it.
The students seem happy, at least.
Looks like we succeeded in lifting everyone's spirits a little.
No running in the presence of the librarian!
And seeing the knights get their asses kicked is just an amazing bonus.
I'm afraid you might be enjoying this a little too much, Kook.
Well, mission accomplished, kiddos. Let's move out.